y'all remember the good times, like the back in the days whenever the trailers were like on rent, when you could rent a trailer for like $400 or $500 to rent a trailer. Now people is asking like $1,000 to $1,200 or $1,300 a month for a 3-bed, single wide, 2-bathroom, 1-bathroom trailer. And then to top it off, like a regular house, they're asking anywhere from between $2,000 to $3,000 for rent. And even if it's mortgages, like, I understand mortgages is more pricier, and obviously maybe you can pocket when you sell. But why is even mortgages like $3,000? Like, people is making more money, but really are they? Because you're spending $3,000 on a mortgage, $1,000 on your vehicle. Like, what are y'all guys making a month? Like, I'm so glad that, because used to I was a stay-at-home mom and I didn't provide no income. I'm so glad I have been working so hard on my social media to where I'm providing an income now, because I'm just like stunned, because $2,500 to $3,000 for rent is insane.
Some new numbers have just come out that actually in some way make me happy, in some ways make me sad. See, in the first quarter of 2025, bankruptcies for farmers exceeded the 2024 total for the year. And in the second quarter, according to new reporting that just came out, they doubled last year's number. So the farmers that overwhelmingly voted for the administration we have are filing bankruptcies at a record pace. The last time farm bankruptcies were this high was during Trump's last term. For somebody that claims to love farmers, he sure just consistently hurts them. In fact, the last time it was this high was between 2018 and 2019. You would think maybe it was during 2020 and all that craziness, but no. This is all pre-pandemic Trump wonderful economic policies affecting farmers once again.
Listen, I love a good sale, but today was like the sad sale because our Walgreens is closing in Rochester, Indiana. So bummed. I'm a big fan of the Walgreens. A, I don't have to go to Walmart. B, Senior Citizens Day is the first Tuesday of the month. So I'm sad about the sales I made today. Listen, rural America feels like we're always losing something, you know? Let's just hope it's not our hospital next. We've lost so many factories, and now we've lost our Walgreens, and I'm going to have to start going to Walmart.
60% of the American public is about to lose everything they have. People living paycheck to paycheck are about to go broke. The GDP numbers came in yesterday, and of course the economy receded, which I predicted 2 months ago, and people laughed. Mark my words, the second quarter is going to be far worse. Tariffs on Chinese products at 145% are about to kick in, which means everything you buy from China on Amazon or elsewhere is about to go through the roof. Grocery store shelves are starting to empty at Walmarts across the country, and of course grocery prices continue to soar. People who've been financing groceries on credit are starting to default on those payments. We are about to see an economic catastrophe. If you're in this 60% that has little or no money, please stop spending money. Protect your family. Trump does not care about you. Even if you voted for him, he's a billionaire. He won't suffer, but you and your family will. Please protect yourself. 60% of the American public is about to lose everything they have. People living paycheck to paycheck are about to go broke. The GDP numbers came in yesterday.
Sale prices for domestic fresh and dry vegetables skyrocketed nearly 40% in July compared to a year ago. You normally don't see a big move in 1 month that much. I mean, the biggest 1 month move for a summer month since I think 1947. That's a big move. Three things happening here: weather and drought. So you've got supply issues, worker shortages, and you've got farmers saying that there are fear on some of these farms of deportation. So they're having a hard time getting some of these crops in, and then tariffs on imports imported vegetables and food, that's something that can make prices rise for domestic as well. So this is producer level. Will it be passed on to the consumer? Unclear yet, but we'll know pretty quickly. Very thin margins for food items. So this means that grocery store chains will have to eat the costs, pun intended, or we'll have to pass it on and we'll know.
Living in rural America means if you stand up for what's right, even your garbage company will make sure that they treat you entirely different than everyone else, because ever since we started flying this flag right here, they either won't pick the garbage up or they just throw the trash cans like this, even though everybody else's is nice and neat. And what's even crazier is that my husband and I own a small business, and so we like to support other family-owned small businesses, and that's exactly what they are. And they're the only one in our area that we can use that's not a giant corporation. And so that's what we do. But this is how we are treated, because we think very much differently than them and a lot of people out in this rural area. But y'all are right, nothing to see here.
I know right now, people, it's hard to find some joy in some things, but what I find joy in is I just watched a video in Montana where the Montana farmers are going bankrupt. I think the state voted 100% districts to what's going on now, so fuck them. And then I look at Nebraska and see all the farmers crying about how they're losing everything, and then I look at Nebraska and how much they voted for this and how the farmers endorsed all this, and I say, fuck them. And then I'm watching the soybean farmers crying about how they can't export soybeans anymore because nobody wants them and they're losing money. But they supported this. Fuck them. Then I saw a video on vegetable farmers in Alabama that all their crops are going rotten because they don't have anybody to work the fields, but they voted for this, so fuck them. You all got what you voted for. Fuck you. We tried to tell you.
Hi. So I'm English?
Yes, of course.
Thank God. Spanish is terrible. So I hope you can help me, but I'm not sure. I have a problem.
Okay.
English.
No, Spanish.
Really?
Yeah.
Usually you dream in the first language, and they say that you know that you're fluent if you start dreaming in the new language.
Oh, no. Only can do in Spanish. Okay, so still looking like you're a little late.
My favorite things to watch on YouTube these days are the court hearings where illegals are in court and ICE shows up to drag them out of court and deport them. I can think of nothing more American today than keeping our streets safer by getting those violent criminals out of the United States of America, and we all have Donald J. Trump to thank for it.
Across rural America, farmers and small-town families are facing bankruptcy, foreclosures, and shuttered businesses. Once the backbone of the U.S. economy, agriculture communities are struggling under the weight of tariffs, rising costs, and falling crop prices. With generations of family farms now being auctioned off, the crisis raises a difficult question. What happens to America when its heartland can no longer survive? The fields of America once fed the world. Now, many farmers can't even feed their own families. This isn't just an economic issue, it's a cultural and generational one. Do you think enough is being done to protect rural America, or is the system stacked against them? Share your thoughts below. Your voice matters in this conversation. If this story hit home, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. More stories from the ground are coming and you won't want to miss them. Just a quick note, full credit goes to the original creators of these videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.